Anxiety. The unpleasant feeling of worry and nervousness about something that we don't know the outcome of. It's a feeling that I don't even need to explain much, because I am sure you've experienced it. That uncomfortable feeling that clenches to your chest in passive but intense agony. It's truly petrifying. But what if I told you that the feeling of anxiety could become your greatest motivator and what pushes you to achieve your wildest dreams? I know it sounds a little counterintuitive what I'm saying, but hear me out. Researching about Søren Kierkegaard made it all make sense for me. Søren Kierkegaard, born in 1813 in Copenhagen, Denmark. Kierkegaard's exposure to philosophical discourse began in his youth. His father, deeply immersed in philosophy, engaged him in discussions and readings that fueled Kierkegaard's intellectual curiosity. As a young adult, Kierkegaard pursued studies in philosophy and theology at the University of Copenhagen. However, he was disillusioned by the historical and philosophical works he encountered. He perceived them as detached from reality and from lived experience, lacking depth and authenticity. And in fact, this dissatisfaction shaped the trajectory of Kierkegaard's philosophical pursuits later on. In 1844, Kierkegaard publishes The Concept of Anxiety, where he probes into his unique human experience, unraveling profound insights into the nature of existence. Kierkegaard distinguishes angst from clinical anxiety disorders, emphasizing his role as a response to fundamental aspects of the human condition, meaning uncertainty and the unknown permeating our lives. In this book, he argues that the anxiety we all feel is intertwined with our very existential reality. He invites contemplation of the existential reality we all face from birth, how we're thrust into an unpredictable world teeming with possibilities. Life unfolds with situations, choices, and dilemmas provoking a profound unease, acknowledging the vastness of experience, the unknown, and the responsibilities arising from freedom. To simplify this, Kierkegaard argues that we all start life with analysis paralysis and the blank page syndrome. We're like a deer in the headlights with the outcome of existence. This anxiety that Kierkegaard talks about, he calls it angst. It transcends a mere psychological state and becomes a philosophical and existential inquiry in everybody's life. It means the questioning of our very existence. It prompts an exploration of the mysteries of life, the inevitability of death, the uncertainty of the future, and the inherent paradoxes within human nature. Like I said earlier, he argues that angst arises from our unique capacity of self-reflection and awareness in our own subjectivity. This self-awareness introduces a tension between our desire for certainty and the inherent ambiguity of existence. The pursuit of stability and security is juxtaposed with the recognition that life is in a constant flux, with no absolute certainty attainable. Kierkegaard encapsulates this philosophy with the famous words, "Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom." This encapsulation underscores his belief that anxiety emanates from the freedom and responsibility inherent in navigating the uncertainties of existence. That means that in every moment, individuals confront choices, wielding the freedom to shape their lives. This freedom, however, accompanies a profound sense of responsibility, as individuals are accountable for the consequences of their actions, invoking existential anxiety. This sense of responsibility is the main reason for angst, according to Kierkegaard. He observes that the modern human condition is often marked by this constant state of anxiety. The myriad choices, information overload, and the challenges of aligning decisions with desired outcomes contribute to an overwhelming sense of unease in the modern man. The weight of decisions can be burdensome, with the hope that choices will alleviate existential anxieties, even though certainty is elusive in this world. But what is the solution to this anxiety? Why am I telling you all this? At the beginning of the video, I promised you that the anxiety is going to be what pushes you forward in life. Until now, we haven't talked about anything other than how anxiety is atrocious for our existence, basically. Contrary to the common perception of anxiety as inherently negative, Kierkegaard views it as an essential aspect of life, a profound experience holding immense potential for performance and existential development. He contends that one's response to anxiety and the choices we make in its presence determine the distinction between a fully lived life and one marked with emptiness and despair. Kierkegaard introduces the concept of passion as a means to navigate and transcend anxiety, viewing anxiety as a driving force for professional growth and self-realization. He emphasizes that passion, in various forms such as love, creative endeavors, personal growth, career pursuits, and ideologies, has the potential to infuse life with purpose, vitality, and profound fulfillment. Crucially, Kierkegaard emphasizes that passion must be rooted in subjective truth. What is this? Truth that holds personal significance and authenticity for each individual. This cannot be replicated and is unique to everyone. This is the subjective truth that resonates deeply within an individual's core, guiding them to explore their unique perspectives, values, and aspirations. Kierkegaard asserts that finding a truth that is personally significant is the idea worth living and dying for. This is crucial for a meaningful life. Think of it as your true interests being attracted to you instead of you being attracted to them. To understand this example, think about how easy it is to learn something that you're truly interested in. How natural it comes to mind. Now think about needing to learn something that you're not truly interested in. How difficult it is. The commitment to subjective truth, according to Kierkegaard, involves a departure for objective reasons and intellectual certainty. It requires delving into one's subjectivity to uncover truth that resonates with one's being. This commitment entails a leap of faith, in some sense, an emotional and existential commitment to the authenticity of one's experiences, perspectives, and aspirations. While anxiety's grip on thoughts and emotions can be paralyzing, hindering progress and decision-making, Kierkegaard insists that succumbing to anxiety and inaction leads to despair and a fragmented experience of existence. Confronting anxiety head-on, mustering the courage to face discomfort and uncertainty is essential for growth and self-realization. By reclaiming agency over their lives, individuals acknowledge the inherent risk and uncertainties of choices but refuse to be held captive by them. For Kierkegaard, this interest is represented by your subjective truth. Diving into this interest is the way to channel the angst into passion and turn a life of angst into a life of fulfillment. Kierkegaard's philosophy underscores the profound interconnection between self-development and the ability to face the anxiety of existence. True self-realization, in his view, necessitates leaps of faith and a wholeheartedly acceptance of life's uncertainties. These leaps of faith need to be fed by embodying our subjective reality, or in other words, to be in sync with our true interests. Embracing anxiety, learning to live with it, and taking leaps of faith into what holds personal meaning and purpose can lead to more fulfillment and a more authentic life. Kierkegaard's philosophy prompts reflection on the power and significance of anxiety in the human experience. While anxiety is a natural response for the disquieting, confusing, and uncertain nature of existence, Kierkegaard posits that it can also serve as a driving force towards greatness and self-actualization. Life's instability and inherent fear demands choices that pursue the heights and depths of the unknown. Kierkegaard's framework, rooted in faith, can be applied to any subjective view of meaning and purpose. In a society that often stigmatizes anxiety, Kierkegaard's perspective reminds us that it is an inherent aspect of human consciousness. By embracing anxiety, living with it, and taking leaps of faith into what holds personal meaning to us, we as individuals can lead a more fulfilled and authentic life.